Woosa.
Okay. What's up, Roddy?
Hey, what's up? How are you, sir?
Well, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's set.
So it's here, unfortunately.
Well, we can't
My
be
Jaguars Vikings
we can't
prediction.
we can't be
hit
yeah,
the
I know.
bed.
Anybody but Brady, right?
Brady, they had the refs in their pocket.
Well, and I brought that up, right? As
What?
far as the hold on, let me get to this share part here.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing currently.
Hitting the share.
Can't multitask.
No, not at all. Ask my wife. The point pause.
Pause.
No, and again, we don't want to sound like New England haters, although we might.
We are. I'll gladly say I'm a New England hater.
The issue is, I brought up the disparity in penalties, and unfortunately, it's glaringly obvious. So, it's just one of those things. All right, so we'll say jam-packed show tonight. Jam-packed.
So who you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
I don't anybody but Brady. That hasn't changed.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, well, Pastor Brad will be happy.
Shout out to Brad. Pastor Brad.
Jam-packed episode.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Tonight.
Give me some!
Most of the simulations that I've seen has
info
has New England winning. So I'm hoping Philly will prove them all wrong.
Bruh.
Right now. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
What's it called? Ohio State basketball.
Dude, where'd they come from?
It's one of those
Impressive.
It's one of those where here, I'm hitting the share button right there. It's one of those where you hit the you hit the mark on changing the coach, but you don't expect that success right away, right?
He came from Butler, right?
Yeah, he did. And he had success.
Butler just spews coaches. So
Yeah, they do.
that's fine.
We'll
take him.
I have a question.
You have a question?
So, Mrs.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring this up before we start the show.
Okay.
Mrs. Roddy's here.
Yeah, I know.
How did her day go?
It's in the toilet. Literally. Our dog decided to get sprayed by a skunk.
By a skunk? What a skunk?
In the face.
In the face?
In the
He
face.
caught in the face. Well, wait.
Got him!
Skunks aren't even supposed to be awake yet.
Have you been in Ohio lately? It goes from like 60 to 20 to 60 to 10.
Well,
they woke up. They're here now.
Just so the audience knows. Well, first of all, before we haven't even started the show yet, folks.
No, we haven't.
Is there a method out there that to get skunk off of a dog? Okay.
Yeah. Let's.
So share that. Okay, because
yes,
use
please.
Tomato juice if it's a person.
If it's
right?
a person, it's tomato juice. Yeah.
All right. Hey. It looks like it's 7:02. I suppose we should get going.
You
Hey,
want to do a show? Let's do a show.
We've got a great show tonight! Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to 330 to Go. I'm your host, Hank Forrester, coming to you live from Stakeout Studios, overlooking the rolling plains of Hardesty Park.
Boom.
In tonight's episode, we're going to recap health and fitness with some special guests here this evening. We're also going to take a look at the upcoming Indian season as they recently had Fan Fest and pitchers and catchers are preparing to report. Plus, we're also going to take a look at some of the Winter Olympic hopefuls as our U.S. Winter Olympics team gets ready to spring into action next week. But before we do that, we're once again joined by the golden tones of Roddy Voorhees.
How's it going, Hank?
Just living the dream.
Just living the dream,
Living
Roddy.
the dream. Tonight's episode, folks, is brought to us by Blessed with Flavor. They are a nonprofit bakery that is offering a wonderful Valentine's Day treat. We all know Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Right now, they have a special on a dozen long-stem cupcake roses and or a dozen chocolate-covered bacon roses.
Chocolate-covered bacon.
$25. You had me at bacon.
Chocolate-covered bacon.
You had me at bacon. All orders must be placed in advance and a deposit will be required to hold your spot. They will have a pickup time on Saturday, February 10th, and then on the 17th as well between 11 and 1. And then on Valentine's Day itself, they are offering to deliver your Valentine at work or at home, so you can surprise your special someone.
Boss said it was okay.
Boss said it was okay. An extra charge will be added for delivery depending on the distance. To order, call, text, or email. Their phone number is 330-328-8061 or 234-788-4632. Blessed with Flavor, all one word, at gmail.com.
See me being Vanna White.
You are being a wonderful Vanna White. And they will be extending offers just for our listeners until Friday the 9th. So thanks, Blessed with Flavor.
So yeah, that's right. Blessed with Flavor is our main sponsor this evening, and they dropped off a
where
demo.
was I?
Sorry.
Where was any of us?
They dropped off a demo yesterday, and I got to tell you.
The Forrester House
Hey, Kate.
had it happy.
Kate, what'd you think of them cupcakes?
Oh.
They were good.
I can't wait.
They were good.
You can get him to smile when he's eating a cupcake. You know they're good.
What? The thing is, they were full of flavor.
You had me at bacon.
They were
like
full
I
of flavor.
heard bacon. That's it.
No, and cake can be dry, but these were really moist and good. I mean,
That's a word. I thought that word only came out for Thanksgiving.
they were really good. They were
Okay.
really good. Now,
You can't
How do-
describe cake any other way. No.
the cake.
No, you
cake
can't
was
say it was wet. No, stop it.
It was juicy.
Pause.
No,
Time
listen,
out.
Listen.
Flag.
Rein it back in. Rein it back in. Blessed with Flavor, guys. It's important that you understand where this concept comes from, okay? It's from Jobs, Jobs, okay? Jobs is created along with the Teen Moms program at First Glance in Kenmore. They help provide jobs and educational assistance to younger mothers that may or may experience teenage pregnancies and anything along those lines. So what Jobs does is they provide GED mentor help. They provide college education mentors. And Blessed with Flavor, who's our sponsor tonight, they're the culinary division of Jobs, okay? So you got to understand, when you place these orders, and I'm telling you, this food is going to be fantastic. When you place these orders, all of those profits will go toward that program, which is the Jobs program for the Teen Moms program, which is at First Glance in Kenmore. So keep that in mind. It's not only that you're getting a dozen.
You're getting bacon.
You're not getting.
You're getting
You're not just
chocolate-covered
getting
bacon.
You're not getting a bunch of goodness, but you're also providing
You're supporting a fantastic.
So keep that in mind,
business
folks.
there.
So make sure you hit them up. Again, here are the numbers. You can see the numbers are here, okay? 330-328.
Yeah, the font's a
8061.
little small, so
Here,
we'll
I'll
read
do
it to you.
Here, let's do this. Here.
Come on, Vanna.
See that.
330-328-8061 or 234-788-4632. Remember, it's Blessed with Flavor, all one word, at gmail.com.
So there you go. We're going to flip it now.
Yep.
We're going to flip it
Yep.
back to our regular show placard.
Yep.
So, folks, tonight's episode, the last 2 weeks, we've talked about fitness. I see a friend of show, Keith, has tuned in, and Keith is already hammering away at us with Cavs questions. As you can see, we now have officially finished our remodel. The Browns flag is now down and won't return until probably after the draft. And as you can see, we've got our new Cavs flag up.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about the Cavs tonight.
Cavs flag.
We're getting back to fitness, right? So
Woosah. Everybody, do me a favor. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
What did Aaron Rodgers say to the Packers fans when they went on their little skid and started losing? Do you remember?
RELAX.
Correct. Relax.
Relax.
They'll figure it out.
Relax.
They'll figure it out.
All right, so back to fitness. So tonight we've got a bunch of guests. We got 2 live in studio and 2 that we're
Yes,
going to
we
be calling live. Okay, here's the batting order. So first we're going to be talking with Scott Farwell. He's one of the owners and operators of CrossFit Twinsburg.
Is he fast? I don't know if I'd want him batting leadoff.
I don't
Just
know.
saying.
I don't know if he's
got.
fast.
I'd want him in the middle of the order. He's got some massive biceps.
He's
I'd want him to hit the ball.
For those of you that do go to game day, if you saw, I put an Instagram picture up
goodness.
of him last week. He's got large arms. Okay,
He
He's got
also
large
has a
arms.
phenomenal beard.
He's got a good beard. He's got what I call that
does.
classic silverback beard. He's
He
got
does.
that big long beard with those two silver racing stripes right
Yep.
down the middle. Okay, so we're going to be talking to Scott here in just a moment.
Yep.
Right after that, we're going to be interviewing Chris Dunn. He's live in studio. He's one of my neighbors, and he's also a free weights lifter. He participates in his own workouts down at the Personalized Wellness Center down in the valley.
His arms look pretty big too.
His arms are big
I'm looking
too.
at him right now.
I've he's got big arms too.
So hey, Skeleton, if you show up tonight, we got muscle. Just saying.
He got muscle in studio.
Just saying.
After that, we've got Brooke Paul. She's one of her. She's showing off her
showing off her guns.
She's
Turning into the gun
She's
show.
involved with Beachbody and Shakeology, and she's got a whole bunch of certifications that I don't even know what they mean. So we will allow
Just
her
a
to
bunch
share
of
those with you.
letters.
And I've mentioned some of our other Beachbody coaches out there. She's one of the ones that's more prevalent on Facebook that we see regularly. So she'll be live in studio. And then, which by the way, Brooke, this would be a good time to take pictures of behind the scenes stuff, and you tweet that out and get some publicity
There you
for
go.
yourself too.
Thanks, Brooke.
And then in addition to that, we're going to be talking to Ryan Hart, and he's a personal trainer. His I don't know if you want to say his office, his place of work is out at the Pinnacle Sports Complex.
Yep.
We neglected to include Pinnacle in all of our workout stuff,
And we did. We
because
failed there.
I in my brain I'm thinking it's a basketball.
It's like a sports complex, right.
It's a basketball.
I didn't think of it
and
either.
soccer arena, right? So
Right.
I didn't think to include that.
So shout out to the Pinnacle.
So we'll be calling him after 8 o'clock because he's doing a class right
He's
now.
busy. Yeah.
But in the meantime, we'll give you that Oreo cookie of workout where we've got the Olympics and Indians baseball in the middle. All right.
Can't wait.
So here we go with our first guest.
Hey, Scott, I hope you answer your phone.
Hopefully he's joined the show out there. If not, we're going to go ahead and give him
We're
a call.
We're going to
So
bug him.
go.
Here we go.
Calling Scott Farwell.
I thought we didn't do last names.
No, I'm doing last names tonight because they gave us the opportunity to be
okay.
part of the show. Okay, we got. Let's hope I got the number right.
Maybe we're calling Chinese.
China, calling China.
Oh, maybe we're calling China. Who knows?
The phone is ringing.
Speaking.
Hello, is this Scott?
It is.
Hey, Scott, this is Hank and Roddy. You're live on the air.
What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Oh, we're living the dream, man. We've been talking about cupcakes
Cakes.
And chocolate covered bacon.
and bacon.
Hey, I can see where this is going already.
Well, no, the point is one of our main sponsors tonight is they provide treats and goodies for Valentine's Day, and it goes to support some of the teen shelters that are located in the Wadsworth area. So they're a good sponsor for us, and we're excited to have them on. But right now, it's your moment. So why don't you go ahead and take the floor? Go ahead and tell us. We'd like to hear, where you're from. I've already mentioned, but if you wouldn't mind sharing your program and sharing your philosophy in regards to how you approach fitness.
Well, Scott is my name, Scott Farwell. I'm a co-owner of CrossFit Twinsburg. My background is I played some pretty high-level sports in my time, rugby. Was in the Army for a long time. I did martial arts for many years, and I was always in a gym. And so I became like the rest of the people in, I guess, the United States here with the white picket fence of family. And when I got married and my daughter came along, it was kind of do I want to be a fighter or do I want to be a dad? So I chose the dad portion. The old dad bod and everything. Got it. This was prior to the dad bod being sexy.
But you made it at that time. You made it that way, though, right?
I always made it that way. I still make it that way. Yes, it's good that way. But I had lost all of that. I was always fit, always going. It wasn't there anymore. I became that dad that didn't work out, didn't eat right, didn't do anything. That's just the cultural norm. I was the normal dad that you see on TV every day, that you see in the street, that you see in the store every day. A friend of mine asked me to run the Tough Mudder, and I said, man, that's exactly what I want to do. And I found that when I went out to do a little training run to get ready for the Tough Mudder, I couldn't run around the block. I was so out of shape. I was probably 60 pounds or 50 to 60 pounds overweight, and I was in poor health. But still, in my mind, I still felt healthy because I looked at myself the way I was, not the way I was at the time. And a CrossFit opened up about 2 minutes from my house. I went in to check it out. 6 months later, I lost all the weight, and I ran that Tough Mudder. I could have ran it again that day, Scott. And I've taken people every year to run the Tough Mudder. That's kind of a memorial to me losing that weight, to me getting in shape. And I kind of drank the Kool-Aid. CrossFit is a methodology that just really gets you strong from head to toe. If you want to become a better runner, CrossFit. If you want to become a better weightlifter, CrossFit. If you want to become a better wrestler, you name it, all the way across the board, a better fighter, CrossFit. It's a better mousetrap to get in shape. You do more in less time than anywhere else. You'll hear a lot of people say, I spent 2 hours in the gym, 3 hours in the gym, and what were you doing for 2 hours or 3 hours in the gym, and you're not a professional athlete.
Well, it's interesting. My daughter's dance studio is right next to CrossFit. I think it's Iron or Independence. It's right over here in West Akron. I can't remember the name of it specifically. In fact, I have her card here somewhere. But
Fire and Wire.
Yes, Fire. Yeah, correct. So I got to watch them do. I guess it would be called a WOD, right? Workout of the day. Is that correct?
Workout of the day. Yes.
So I'm watching them, and they're all going around in a circuit. So that I watched this one guy and this one girl, and I kept watching. They go from station to station to station, and they would do whatever, and then they would flip, right? And it seemed like they were all done, and it looked like maybe 10 to 15-minute intervals is what they were doing it in, something like that. Is that about right?
Well, it's always different. Here's the cool thing about CrossFit. You don't go in. It's not a chest and tries day, back and buys. The dad's way of working out, gone. You're going to do something different every day. You're going to work on skill work, which is the strength portion of it. We work on body weight stuff. We actually work on Olympic type weightlifting. I got to tell you, it is so much fun to watch people that have never picked up a barbell. The normal housewife comes in, or grandma even comes in and looks at a barbell, goes, "You're crazy, right?" No, I want you to work this thing. We're going to pick it up. We're going to slam it on the ground. We're going to work. We're going to move this weight around this room, and you're going to be stronger for it. They have so much fun, Scott. They're lifting weights. They're throwing barbells around. It is a lot of fun, and we change it all the time. You're going to do skill work at the beginning. Warm up. We always warm them up. We always stretch them out. We get skill work. We're actually all certified Olympic weightlifting trainers and all kinds of different gymnastics movement. I'm a certified gymnastics coach. We do a lot of different things at the beginning. So that's just half your class. That's 30 minutes. 30 minutes. The next probably 10 minutes is getting set up for the workout, if it's a shorter workout, or we're ready before. So the workout of the day happens after you've already done skill work, strength training, and everything. And now's the time for intensity. Intensity into it. And now if you finish up in that hour with a little bit of stretching, you're high-fiving everybody, and you're doing something different every single day. You're never going to do the same workout for quite a while.
What's your approach outside the gym?
Outside the gym, I got to tell you, it's just me personally, or
it's in regards to one of the comments that both you and Brett made a couple weeks ago when we were live is you can't outrun a fork. And it's
you can't out-train a bad diet.
Yeah. So why don't you touch on what's your approach to the nutrition aspect?
Well, abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
You're like I said, you're never going to out-train a bad diet. You have to watch what you eat, and I'm not talking about be on a diet, the Atkins diet, the whatever, the Whole30 cleanse, you fill in the blank. Weight Watchers. Eat right, eat the proper amount, keep your hormone levels in check, keep your insulin levels in check. How do you do that? You eat the proper amount of carbs with the proper amount of fat with the proper amount of protein every time you put food in your mouth.
Okay.
And you do that throughout the day, and you don't eat too much. If you're not hungry, don't eat.
Okay.
If you're starving because you're trying to lose weight, don't do that. You know what the crazy thing is? So many people try to lose weight by not eating, and they end up gaining weight. They end up not losing that weight. They get so frustrated.
Sure.
Eat to lose weight. When your body's burning, and it's like a machine. When you fuel it properly, it just burns it away. It's amazing when you get your eating in check, how well your body does in a workout even. Just throughout the day, you have more energy. You don't bog down at the certain times of day because all you have is a banana in the morning. Your insulin level spike, and an hour later, because of your banana and a cup of coffee, will say you're tired, or you didn't eat breakfast, or you didn't eat lunch, and you had a span of 13 hours between meals, and you're awake, not sleeping. So you got to just take care of yourself. And I mean, we're in my house. Believe it or not, I'm right around 200 pounds. We eat mainly a vegetarian diet. My wife being completely vegan. We still can get all the nutrients, all the proteins, fat, and carbs we need with just vegetables.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming on tonight. Go ahead and give your gym a 30-second commercial for us. Go ahead and tell us about where you're at.
Well, CrossFit Twinsburg, 8054 Darrow Road, just north of the Hudson border, across from the CVS behind New Adventures Kids. We're in our own freestanding building. Come on out. We'll give you a free workout, show you all about CrossFit, and help you set your goals. And one thing that I could tell you, Scott, is when you take a step with us, we're going to run with you the rest of the way. If you don't show up, I'm calling you. Why aren't you here? I mean, we're not just there to collect. See how many members we can get.
He's the kind of guy I don't want to upset either.
We'll have to at some point. We're gonna put all their pictures up. Well, I put a picture up on Instagram. Everybody's like, "Who's that guy?" Hey, Scott, we really appreciate you taking a call tonight, and we're gonna move on. But let's hear it for Scott, everybody.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, regardless because it's a fitness show, regardless of place you choose, I'd love for everybody to come to my gym. Do something. And at any time, just call me and ask me. Somebody send me an email. Find me on Facebook. Hey, what do I do? I'm going to go join this gym, join that gym. I'll help you. You don't have to come to me, but I'll help you along the way because I do want you to get healthy.
That sounds good. We appreciate it.
Wow. Well said.
Thanks for being on, Scott.
Thanks,
Take
Scott.
care, man.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye. Scott Farwell, everybody.
Woo. Yeah, I'm not going to disappoint that man.
All right, so right now, here's what's going to happen.
Nope.
I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to leave.
You're going to take a little
studio area.
union break? Or
And I'm going on my union break.
Take a little union
Going
break?
on my 15. All
Okay.
right. At this point, folks, Roddy's going to run the show, and we're going to bring in Chris Dunn. And he is, like I said, he's a neighbor, but we selected him because he does his own workout program, and we're going to allow him to talk to you about his methodology. All right? So let's hear it for Chris Dunn, everybody.
Woo! Careful. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself, Hank.
So smoothly done.
Yeah, it was. That was smooth.
Well, let's see him try and get in now. you guys laugh at me, all right?
Chris has got room.
Stretch out here a little
Stretch
bit.
it out a little bit. All right.
Man, so now I'm like cued in on all the cool
You're
sound
cued in.
effects.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get to hear everything we do.
Full
Yeah.
show experience now.
Exactly. Just scoot a little bit closer to the mic so that they can hear you. So, Chris, you do free weights.
I do. I guess people would consider it power building.
Okay. What's that?
It mostly incorporates a lot of like the 5x5 power lifts and things like that.
Scoot a little bit closer.
Bring it in.
There you go.
I know
There it
there's
is.
a pop filter on there, but I don't want to be like every
Just-
single P
you can-
that I
you can-
pronounce. So
As long as you don't eat the mic, we're good.
it looks so delicious.
I know, right?
I'm hungry. You know?
Oh, well,
There we
we'll
go.
make sure Hank gets you some food before you leave.
Anywho, but the logistics of what I do, it's mostly based off of like barbell related free weights, I guess you could say. The Olympic lifts are a big part of it. A lot of guys that do similar things to what I focus on. It starts with bench press, overhead military press, deadlifts are a big part of it. Squats are a huge part of it. bent over rows, things like that. But then the other thing is that a lot of guys like to work in certain auxiliary type exercises because we don't just want to necessarily focus on strength, which is the big part of it, but adding in, additionally for, everybody likes to look a certain way for aesthetics reasons and what have you.
Right.
I'm more of a fan of functional strength. So, guys can go to the gym and they can do high repetition and, dial in their diet to the point where, they're building for 6 months and then they go on like a 3-month lean out where they get ready for a competition or whatever. And then, you talk to these guys behind the scenes and they don't feel strong. They feel weak. They feel washed out because they're not eating well while they're trying to dry out. They're trying to get that lean look. But if you get a good diet that runs, year round and you're lifting, you're challenging yourself, you get good at the movements, your body becomes accustomed to it. You challenge yourself a little bit harder. You're going to see something that's more of a real world type of a process that can actually apply to a daily day carryover. For someone like myself, my father owns an HVAC company. Occasionally I go out and I help him with that. Not exactly what I like to do. I'm a body piercer. I work at a tattoo shop. I pretty much sit on my rear end most of the day. So, I mean, it's nice. It's what I like to do. Some guys are out there doing construction work and roofing and things like that, and they get a nice full body workout, strength training just in their job, but they become accustomed to it. And so, I lift with guys that do that kind of stuff. They're pushing themselves every day, and then they're still going to the gym. They're still self-motivated. And, it's a really amazing thing to see people, because a lot of people shut down after that. They're done with their 9 to 5. They go sit on their couch, they watch TV, and that doesn't always translate to a healthy lifestyle.
I think I'm guilty of that.
We're all guilty of that.
I think I'm extremely guilty of that.
We all deserve that.
So describe, what would your typical routine be? Each day? Obviously, does it change? It'll change a little bit, I would imagine.
I'm not a big fan of shocking your body. I know that's we just talked to somebody from CrossFit that does that, where it's every day is a different thing. They do their different workout of the day, and they do sometimes a full body circuit, sometimes it's different parts. A lot of it's a lot of aerobic type things, body weight exercises, etc. And that's cool. If that's what you like to do and that's what you specifically are good for, you like shocking your body. I find the recovery doesn't work very well for myself and for other people that type of a program has not worked out for. I believe in spending a good 3 months working on a program where you start not so aggressively in the beginning and you work your way up to it. You get good with your movements, you get good with the amount of weight, you're always adding weight, you progressively overload, teach your body not only to master what it's trying to do, but also keep challenging it while you're doing so. So really the alteration comes in a program I started 5-6 years ago. I weigh about 245 pounds now. I weighed about 165 pounds in my early 20s.
Oh, wow.
So I was always in the gym. I was always working out, doing the whole chase the pump kind of thing and all that stuff. And it doesn't work. It didn't work for me. And I was what they call a hard gainer. So no matter how much I ate, no matter how much I lifted, I couldn't gain. And that sounds really absurd to a lot of folks, but it's true. There's a lot of people that actually struggle with that. Now that I'm in my 30s, I got to watch what I eat, because you just put on weight by looking at food. So things will change.
Or you do my approach, which is the seafood diet.
Yeah.
When I see food, I eat it. Yeah, exactly.
Just put it in a little fitness pal and where my protein, where my fats, whatnot. So you can still eat what you want, but you just make sure it's there. But typically my program right now, it's a 3-day full body. I start off with squats at a high repetition, generally about 10 reps for 3 sets with squats. I do the same thing with bench press, do the same thing with deadlifts. And then I go and I do a handful of body weight exercises to use other muscle parts, like doing pull-ups and dips. Been getting pretty strong over the years, so I actually add weight. A lot of people don't. Then of course you get to do curls and rope pull downs and things. So some stuff you use a machine and whatnot, but that's after you've done the big lifts. And second part of the week is strictly a 5x5. For those who aren't familiar with it, it's you do barbell lifts like a deadlift, a bench press, and a like an overhead press or a squat. I like to do squats every day. They work the best for me for putting on size and for putting on raw strength. But you go to a 5x5, which is 5 sets of 5, but you go really heavy. And then the last day of my week on a Friday right now, do the same thing I did on Monday, except instead of doing everything in a 3 group of 10 reps or so, I'm doing only 3 or 4 reps where it's extremely heavy. So I'm starting light early in the week, and then I'm going through and I'm gradually lowering the repetitions but increasing the weight. So I'm teaching my body to do the same motions with different shocking to the central nervous system, especially. It teaches your muscles to work together.
Okay.
And then the next week you add 5 to 10 pounds per lift and you do it again. You write everything down, you track it, you tell yourself, honestly, how did you feel at the end of your workout? where it put you. And, you know, a lot of people go in, they're like, oh, yeah, I lifted 300 pounds last week, so I'll do 305. But, I mean, if you weren't getting clean reps, you know, maybe you should repeat that. Maybe you should, you know, deload. Maybe you should go into, you know, looking at what you're doing, your form and things like that, and making sure that you're not cheating while you're doing the lifts, that you're using, you know, the proper leverage and energy and stance for all your lifts so that you're increasing your body's, you know, ability to manage itself as opposed to potentially hurting yourself over time because, you know, feels good to lift a big weight off the ground.
Yeah,
but,
right.
You know, if you're straining your lower back, eventually it's going to catch up to you. You're going to throw that, you know, one of those little 2.5 pound donuts on the end of it one day, and then all of a sudden you're in the hospital.
So do you find like a certain time of day to be better to lift? Morning, afternoon, evening,
I
middle
work
of the
second
night?
shift, so I like to go after work.
Okay.
I usually go in the evening. I'm not a very motivated person in the morning. There's not enough coffee in the world to get me up before work. I like to get up, cook breakfast for my daughter, and I go to work, I do my thing, I go to the gym, I come home, and then I have you know, a mediocre evening of just kind of chilling around the house after beating myself up. I get a nice night's sleep and kind of repeat. So,
okay. What kind of environment should we expect if we go to a gym and do free weights? Like, what would you? How would you describe it a little bit?
Don't go to Planet Fitness.
Oh, whoa, no way. Can't say that.
Can't call people out. So I've just been edited.
I think he just threw Planet Fitness under the bus.
And oh, that broke it.
Yeah, yep. We like Planet Fitness.
Any type of an environment that somebody who's going to be lifting heavy and going to be trying to do those types of exercises, it's not a slight to the company. It's just that is not the environment.
So is there? Will we hear lunk alarms then?
You would definitely, yeah, and that's
Okay.
more what I'm aiming at. Is that is a fitness environment. When you look at these fitness clubs, they don't have Olympic barbells, for example, or they have a lot of Smith machines, or they don't have dumbbells that go up to above 60 pounds. Those are more geared towards people who are doing a lot of weight loss, circuit training, cardio enthusiasts, things like that, people that like the isolation machines. It's not going to be the type of gym. It's going to be a disappointment, if anything. Now, it works great for those who go there. People do see their results because they're doing something completely different. You know, there's places like, you know, that are specifically for bodybuilding, which is not necessarily what I do, but it's you know, it works for that, where you go in the place and you feel like you're going to get tetanus because everything's rusty and gross and it looks like it's part of a prison yard. Those places are awesome, don't get me wrong, but there are much nicer gyms out there. But I mean, anywhere that typically caters to you know, look for a squat rack. You know, it's a great place to start if you're looking into, you know, functioning strength. If you go into a place that has a couple squat racks and you see people that aren't afraid to make a little bit of noise, you know, not necessarily throwing weights around and stuff, but I mean, dropping weights on the floor is not an uncommon thing when you've taxed yourself. If you don't feel like you're going to drop that weight on their last repetition, you probably have a couple more in the tank. But you don't want to go to the family-oriented gyms that are wanting you to be quiet and a bit more careful about what you're doing, that you might scare away people that are not necessarily into that they're the you know, the soccer mom that comes in after work and she just wants to get on the treadmill for a couple hours and maybe do a little bit of light free weights. You don't want to be, you know, pulling 500 pounds off the floor and grunting in front of those types of people. They're not going to like it.
They might look at you a little funny.
And you have the right to be comfortable just as much as they do. So it's, you know,
Right.
it's a respect thing. So you know, those types of gyms, they have their clientele, and then, you know, like I said, a place to look for would be somewhere that allows that type of activity. So
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on and telling us a little bit about free weights. We like to get the different aspects and avenues from what different people try. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Give me a commercial why free weights are better than anything else.
It's a personal decision. It is up to you why free weights would be best for you versus anything else. Do what feels best for you. Don't throw yourself under the bus by taking the stress and beating yourself up and doing something, expecting something you're not going to get. But if you're a self-motivated person that wants to get stronger, it's a great way. A program that I started with was Strong Lifts 5x5. It's 3 workouts 3 times a week. It's great for a beginner, and you can kind of figure it out from there what your body's capable of doing. So
awesome. Well, let's hear it for Chris. Thanks for coming on. Thank you, Chris.
Well, thank you very much, Ryan.
Right.
Have yourself a pleasant evening.
Yes, you as well. Chris Dunn.
All right.
Now I'm going to let we're going to set change all together here because Roddy's going to get set, or Roddy's leaving. Hank's going to get situated, and now I'm going to vacate my seat. And Brooke Paul will be in my seat and get to talk about what she's passionate about. Are you ready? You got to adjust everything. Yeah, Chris is pretty big, and
his head.
he's, He's got a big head. He is on television.
His head and hat. Now you take the mic down because he's soft spoken. It's funny. He's a lot bigger than I am.
I know, but he is very soft spoken. All right, so now I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so now Roddy's stepping out. Hand me the mouse thing. Is it right there next to you? I'll take the mouse. Okay.
We'll do it live.
We're doing it live. That's right. All right, folks, right now I'd like to introduce Brooke Paul. So if you're out there, somebody tag people right now and let people know that she's live on the air, okay? So let everybody know that me and Brooke are live on the air together. That's like
We are. This is awesome.
Oh, see that? Welcome to the studio. What do you think?
Wow.
What do you think?
This is awesome. I'm humbled and I'm excited to be on with you.
Okay. All right. So right now, we're gonna kind of. I'm just gonna kind of.
Do you see all those little things going across the screen?
Yes, I do.
We need more.
You want the likes?
Yeah, we want more.
You want the likes?
Let's amp that up.
Okay.
We need more.
Okay.
Scott and I, look.
I see
those floating?
All right, folks.
We got this.
All right, right now I'm gonna let Brooke. Now,
Yes?
correct me if I'm wrong. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You are involved with Beachbody,
I am.
and you are also, and part of that is Shakeology, as far as that's part of the program, right?
Correct. Yes.
So it's my understanding that it's broken into 3 components. Is that right? Where it's the on-demand component that's available.
Okay.
Then you get
Yes.
the coach and the workout component.
Correct.
And
yes.
then the nutrition component.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
All of those are correct.
So I'm going to go ahead and let you talk now and tell us about what it is that you do.
All right. Well, I am a Beachbody coach. I have been using Beachbody for 3 years. I've been a coach for 2 years now. I am a product of the product, which is why I became a coach. Okay. And that led me into a whole new array of things. So I am certified to teach P90X, which is a Tony Horton program for those of you that are Tony Horton fans. Right? And then I am also an Insanity instructor.
Okay.
Which is a HIIT program. So that's high intensity interval training. So I teach both of those as a class at the Richfield Rec Center. And then we have On Demand, and it's amazing. Let me just tell you about On Demand. Okay. So On Demand for a year is $160.
Okay.
Okay. That includes a 30-day supply of Shakeology.
Okay.
All right. Shakeology is $130 usually a month. And now you're getting Shakeology and you're getting Beachbody On Demand for $160 a year. That includes every program that we have to offer. Plus, it includes all the future programs released within that year.
Okay. And that's someone that mentioned that to me. So I think it was DeVette. When you get that on-demand program,
Mm-hmm.
it's not everything that's already happened. It's everything that's going to happen too.
It's everything that's going to happen, and we have some amazing things getting ready to happen. So, and that includes workouts, and that includes a whole nutrition plan. You can eat anything you want and still lose weight, and I cannot wait for this to release. I cannot wait. I am like super stoked about this. I do eat donuts. I mean, who doesn't eat donuts, right? Who doesn't eat donuts? Right? I mean, once you get there and once you understand the concept of portion control, which we are all about portion control. I am not about dieting.
I forgot that. That's part of it too. Don't you get like Don't you get like portion kits or what?
Yeah.
What is that?
I mean, we get
tell me what that is.
They're portion control containers, and you get a guide. You get a guide. You fill out the guide yourself about how much you weigh, what your if you're male or female, kind of sort of about how much your height or what your height is, and then it all comes together about how much you should intake per calories, and then you have your little portion control containers. They're all different colors. Okay. And then
talking to Mike, not at me.
Yeah. And then this is not funny. And then you look at the reference book and it'll tell you exactly what you're supposed to put in this container, what you're supposed to put in this container, proteins, veggies, fruits, your bad carbs, whatever. It will tell you, and it's so easy to follow. Once you get the portion control down, you have got it made, because it's 80-20. So you're 80% what's in the kitchen and 20% of your workout. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So
Sorry, I was
it's
looking at the
80-20.
screen.
No, you're fine. It's 80-20. So 80% is your diet, 20% is your workout.
Okay.
Okay?
You had some notes that you wanted to go over. Is there anything in there that we haven't covered?
Just the Shakeology and people are afraid of Shakeology. I want you to taste this right now. This Shakeology in my shaker cup.
Okay.
This is chocolate.
Okay.
With a half a banana.
Okay.
Go ahead. Tell me what you think of it. I'm legit. Tell me what you think of it.
All right, we're tasting a shake.
Tasting a shake. Now I want how you are you texture sensitive at all?
A little bit. Yeah, Scott, listen, Scott brought up Tough Mudder. I've done it twice, right? And one of the things that we did to train for that is Wayne Terry had me drinking chia seeds. So it's
who drinks chia seeds?
But the point is, a lot of these people, because they soak up the water. But the point is,
chia seeds can go in your Shakeology.
I know, but the problem is, once I have that texture, then I equate it with almost like fish eggs, right? So like when I just taste the shake, the shake was good. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
It had a little subtle taste of Pinot Grigio to it, but no, listen. But it was good. It was good. Here's the problem. I am naive in this category alone because I have had no shakes of any kind. So this is my first ever shake experience.
Let me tell you about Shakeology.
Okay, go ahead.
It goes hand in hand with your workouts, right? So it's your daily dense of dose nutrition. Okay. So what you're doing is essentially you are drinking your vegetables.
Okay.
How many of you like vegetables? Like legit?
I
see two hands raised. Kind of a there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in this room right now, and about 2.5 of them raised their hand.
Am I allowed to talk?
Steve, put your hand down. Yes, you're allowed to talk. The count was done.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Our family has a rotation of vegetables that we will eat, right? Because it's kid.
Please don't tell me corn.
No, listen.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. We do a kid-friendly rotation of vegetables, right? So we'll have asparagus, beans, peas. Hold on, guys. Green beans, asparagus, green beans, Brussels sprouts, corn. Did I say peas already? Yeah.
Peas and what else, Kate? Anything I'm forgetting? I don't know. So carrots, right? But the point is, there's a rotation because our kids will only eat so much.
That's okay.
All right, so now you can. I'll be quiet again. You can go ahead. All
right. So there's a problem with there's a problem with obesity right now. Okay, with obesity in adults as well as children.
Like across all of America.
Right. Because the adults that don't eat vegetables are not going to feed their children the vegetables, and I was raised that way.
Well, a lot of that has to do with
Kathy's pointing at you.
The Western diet, right? The Western diet. Why are you pointing at me?
You're not big on fruits and vegetables.
No. There's a difference, and I hope she's not watching right now because I'm going to say this.
Horrible turn of events.
Mom,
Horrible.
It wasn't that she forced, okay? All right, I'll say, listen.
Never force never force it on a child.
I will say it this way. I grew up in the generation that you got dinner, it was put in front of you, and that was dinner. Okay. Here's your food. There you go. You either eat or you don't. And if you don't eat, you're not getting anything else. That's how I grew up, right? So I she's not watching. I don't think she's watching right now.
Who are we looking for?
My mom.
Who's mom?
No.
Mom, if you see us, put a heart across.
No, she's not on right now. So the point is, though, I grew up that way. So, I mean, I respect what you're saying, but at the same time, it's very difficult to enforce or reinforce at this time because kids are different, and there are different parents that have different philosophies within different parenting styles inside the same household.
Let me tell you something. My kids don't eat vegetables at all.
All right.
Okay. Now, Aniston will drink Shakeology.
Okay.
She will take it from me and legit drink it.
Okay.
We also now have Daily Sunshine, which is geared towards the children. Okay. We have strawberry, banana, and chocolate, and that is geared towards the children. So they're getting their vitamins, their minerals, their vegetables in this drink that tastes like strawberry, banana, or chocolate.
Okay.
Now, as an adult, if you're drinking Shakeology, you're not going to want to drink it straight. You're going to want to put something in it. Like I put a half a banana in the chocolate today. That's all I had in it.
Okay.
With water and ice. Boom. That kept me. Why do I hear thunder?
Welcome to the studio.
This is fantastic.
Okay.
If you want me on here more often, I want thumbs up. But anyways,
Okay.
As I was saying. So yeah, you're getting your vegetables. If you don't like your vegetables, this is the way to go because you're getting them. You're getting them, and it's going to taste like chocolate. It's going to taste like vanilla. It's going to taste like coffee. Whatever your flavor, strawberry, whatever your flavor may be, that's that you're getting your vegetables.
Okay. Well, listen, we appreciate you. And
Absolutely.
We appreciate you being on.
I appreciate you having me on.
Go ahead and look at the camera direct and give yourself a 30-second commercial.
All right, guys. If you want to find out more about what I have to offer or what the company has to offer, please reach out to me at brookp90x@gmail.com, and I will give you the best rate possible, which is our all access on demand, which is like the Netflix of Beachbody. So what you're going to get in your home is you are going to get every workout that Beachbody has to offer, plus the new workouts, plus the new nutrition plan that is coming out this year for an entire year for $160.
Folks, thank you so much, Brooke, for being in our studio audience.
Thank you.
Everybody give Brooke a round of applause, everybody.
Mwah.
All right, let's get Roddy back out here. All right, folks, so right now it looks like our fourth guest is actually ready to go, so we're going to skip ahead. We were going to plan on doing his interview at the end, but we'll come back to the Olympics and back to Indians baseball in just a bit. But before we do that, it is time for the Acme.
It's time?
It's time
It's
for
time
the
for my
330
favorite part of
trivia
the
Acme Fresh Market card giveaway.
All right.
Now, first thing, before what, Kate? It's time.
Hey, look who just joined.
Yeah, Ryan's joined now. Yep.
Hi, Ryan. We'll talk to you shortly.
All right. So the point is, Acme Fresh Market stores, they've started a new program. Go to orderacme.com. They started this in the fall. It's up and running. I've seen all the little shoppers running around Acme number 1. It's a nice option for you if you are challenged in terms of having time to go get your groceries. What you do is you hop right on orderacme.com, and you can order your groceries, and they will have someone shop for you at the store, and I'm sure there's fees involved. That we'll go over that some other time. We don't have time for that right now.
That doesn't help the whole fitness aspect.
No, but
they're doing the shopping for you.
This is for folks that are
it's a beautiful
folks that are living a very busy lifestyle, right? So you go to orderacme.com, you order your groceries, someone shops for you, and they're ready for you for pickup. So let's say you order during your workday, you can on the way home from work, you stop by, you get your Acme groceries, and off you go. All right.
There you go.
So here is for this week's gift card. Here's our trivia question. I will ask it because it's about you.
It's about me.
It's about you. All right, you ready?
About me.
Now, this is for friends of show. The first person to text the correct number to
Come on, who's it going to be?
The correct answer to this number right here. Here's the number. The first person to correctly text the answer will win an Acme gift card. All right, here we go. This go.
The number you in studio folks. No, you're good.
Studio cannot win.
Nope.
No.
Just
here we
hang
go.
out.
Here we go. You ready? So here we go.
Ready.
What are we doing?
The trivia question. Welcome to the show.
Question. Here we go.
Thanks for joining us.
No, I wanted to explain where it comes from. Listen. I just had a guest on that talks more than me, so I'm trying to.
Whoa! We might have a fight live here in studio.
Listen. I'm trying.
Ryan. We'll call you. Ryan, we'll call you.
I'm trying to
give us a few. We'll call you.
Recombobulate myself, right? Because I got
what?
discombobulated. I'm trying to recombobulate because I got out talked. Okay,
you did.
Yeah. All right. So here we go.
She got you.
You guys ready?
All right, let's
Here's
go.
the question. The question is, and this goes all the way back to episode number 2 or 3. Where does Roddy go each year to get a Christmas tree? Where does Roddy go each year
I go
with his family to get a Christmas tree?
And it may or may not fall off the van. It may or may not.
Be the first person to text that answer right here, and you win a gift card.
It's going to happen again.
All right, so here we go. Moving on with the show, we're going to make a phone call right now. Like I said, we were going to initially go to Ryan at the end of the show, but he's ready now.
He's ready now.
So we're going to make a phone call. Here we go.
Ryan, you need to answer when we call.
Now I got to give him an 8-second delay for that.
Yeah. We have a ring.
Now I got to give him. All right, hello.
Hey, Ryan, if you're there,
turn your radio down.
Turn your radio down. This is Hank and Roddy. You are live on the air.
All right, got it.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're, as Roddy always says,
living the dream.
Living the dream. All right, so right now, Ryan, again, you and I had talked off the air, and I had not mentioned the Pinnacle Sports Complex because in my naivety,
sorry about that. In
my naivety, I didn't think that anything went on in there besides sports that were team sports. Okay.
No, absolutely. I gotcha.
So right now I'm going to turn the floor over to you. I want you to tell us about your program. I want you to tell us about the options. I want you to tell us about what you commonly work with and your methodology for training and the types of people that you usually work with as well.
All right, absolutely. So first off, thanks for having me on. I'm glad I was able to make this happen. I just finished up with my last training session of the evening. And right now I'm running a program at Pinnacle that is growing. It's the umbrella for my sports performance and fitness program is called Pinnacle Performance. So within Pinnacle Performance, I have a couple of different options. I run a junior fit program for ages 8 through 11. I run a program for ages 12 and up for sports performance training. And then I have a program for ages 16 and up called Fit Ranks. And then I also offer personal training, which could be one-on-one or small group. So with that being said, I've been here. This is the mind-blowing part with Pinnacle. I've been employed at Pinnacle since 2012. So the program has been here for quite a long time. However, we have been focused on training the athletes that come in our doors and then going into, now we're growing the program outside of our doors, outside of our established community. So can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay, gotcha. I can see your video, but I can't tell if I'm chiming in or not because I'm just hearing myself.
Oh, no, we hear you just fine. We hear you just fine.
Okay, so with that being said, right now I'm in the middle of growing both my sports, well, pretty much all 3 avenues, and personal training has kind of taken a little bit of a backseat for me right now. But I'm growing my junior fit, my sports performance, and my Fit Ranks program. Right now I'm actually in the middle of a week 2 of a 6-week transformation challenge. So I've got quite a few participants in that. And through the Fit Ranks program, it's a martial arts belt-tested system for fitness. So the unique part about this is that I control the training, and as people start getting in better shape, they start losing weight, they're starting to perform better in their exercises, I'm then able to invite them out to level testing weekends. This Saturday, actually, at Pinnacle Sports at 9:30 and going up until about 11:30, I do have a couple of level tests going on. So for any of you that are curious about what I'm talking about, I invite you out to Pinnacle Sports, down to the weight room. You can watch a few people taking their fitness tests and kind of experience a little bit about what Fit Ranks is. Oh, other than that, sports performance, I cover a wide range of sports. I mean, I've got baseball, soccer, softball. I've got football, lacrosse, hockey, swimming, you name it. I pretty much have kids in all of them. I've got some kids that are 12 years old. They're just learning how to train. I've got some kids that are in high school as seniors getting ready to go to college. I've got some kids that are already committed to some
really big D1 programs. I've got a baseball player that's going to Bowling Green. I've got a soccer player that's going to Clemson, another soccer player that's going to University of Maryland. So some pretty big colleges there. And I've got some college students that come back to train with me during the summertime, during the wintertime. And then I've got my Junior Fit program, ages 8 to 11, like I mentioned. And that's just general fitness and trying to make fitness fun and just getting kids to kind of appreciate what they need to do to get in shape.
Ryan, where does this happen inside the facility? I mean, I've been in there, but it's been a number of years. Is there like a secret little gym somewhere, or is it like a box, or what do you got?
Well, it's not necessarily a secret, but it is down in the baseball wing. So if you come in the main entrance, there's arena fields that are pretty much straight inside the entrance. If you go left down the long hallway toward the front of the building, my weight room is just down the stairs into the baseball wing. So there are windows that look into it, so it's pretty plain to see once you're down there.
All right, give us an idea. Now, I know this is a very loaded question, okay, but give us just a basic generic idea in terms of cost structure. Now, I know there's so many different variations of things that people can do, but just give us a range if you could, because if you saw our show 2 weeks ago, which I think, or last week actually, which I think you did, we tried to give a spread, okay? So what would people expect to pay if they were to be a participant in any one of the programs? Just give us a generic or general idea.
Sure. So I'll just give you the higher numbers. There are discounted numbers depending on what promotions and what challenges I have going. Junior Fit program starts off at $80 a month, and that gets you 2 days a week of training. Sports Performance, if you do a 3-month-long membership to the 2 day a week, it ends up being $160 a month. If you do a 3-month-long membership to the unlimited training, which is 3 or more days per week, that ends up being $195 a month. And then Fit Ranks is structured similarly to that. So 2 days a week for a 3-month membership length is going to cost $160 a month. 3 or more days a week at 3-month membership is going to be $195 for the month.
Now, do you work with active athletes only, or do you also do rehabilitation fitness?
A little bit of both. So I am, I'm not directly employed with any of the sports medicine facilities that I work with, but I do have, like Akron Children's Hospital, I have a good relationship with. I also have a good relationship with several private practice physical therapists and chiropractors in the area. And whenever there's an opportunity that they may have a client or patient that is beyond normal physical therapy and normal chiropractic, and they just need to get in shape and get stronger and balance themselves out, I get referrals back and forth that way. Similarly to if I'm training a weekend warrior and whatnot, and they've got an old back injury that creeps up on them because they slept on it weird or what have you, I have a referral network of people I can send them to. So there's a little bit of back and forth. I do work with active athletes, but then, again, in my Fit Ranks program, I've got people from all walks of life. I've got individuals that are 24 years old, individuals that are 64 years old, people that are underweight, overweight, and in shape. So you name it.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Brian, we're getting ready to wrap up with you, and we appreciate you being on. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give yourself a 30-second to 1-minute plug.
Sure. So if you guys want to learn more about the program, go to pinnaclesports.org/Pinnacle Performance, all one word. That takes you to the main page, and then that can link you to the Junior Fit, the Sports Performance, and the Fit Ranks pages. Otherwise, you can find me on Facebook. There's the Pinnacle Performance PS page, and then there's also my personal one, which is Ryan Hart CS, all one word. So I am an Olympic weightlifting coach, level 1. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist, multi-directional speed instructor. I've got a few other letters, but it's not important. Just if you need my help, you know where to find me.
Ryan, we really appreciate you being on. We appreciate everything that you're doing out there, and thank you so much. And, folks, let's hear it for Ryan Hart, everybody.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, take care, man. We'll be in touch.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye-bye. All right. Woo! Hello Fitness, my old friend. That was a lot of stuff we just covered, folks. We appreciate all the guests. Again, if you want to recap, we're an hour in right now. We got about a half hour left. Okay. We just covered. We had Scott Farwell on. That was part 1. He was with CrossFit.
Yep.
Then we had Chris Dunn on, and he does free weight activities on his own. We had Brooke Paul on. She's a Beachbody coach. And then we had Ryan Hart on, and he's out at the Pinnacle Sports Complex.
Well, thanks,
So
guys.
check back that last hour, and you can
Yeah.
you can check in all those.
Lots of valuable information.
Roddy,
Yeah.
it's time.
No.
Every 4 years.
Wait.
Every 4
We
years.
have a winner, or no?
No,
We're
we don't
talking
have a
about
winner
something
yet.
else.
Speaking of, folks, get back to that question. If you haven't
Are
done
you
the trivia
serious?
question yet, we want to give you an Acme gift
Can
card.
I give away a gift card?
We want to give you a gift card. Go back into the 3Throw to Go archives
no.
and look up,
Couple-
hint, it's on 3throwtogo.com. Real easy to
We
find.
have a couple wrong
Okay.
answers.
Go
Wow,
and look up.
That's
try
pretty
and-
straightforward.
Try
Wrong
and-
again.
Try and find out where does Roddy take his family to get Christmas trees.
Yes.
And we will give you an Acme gift card. All you got to do is text it to that
And
number.
I may
right
or
there,
may not
okay?
have said it has fallen off of our van.
All right, here we go. Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 ba.
I'm excited. USA,
Every
baby.
4 years, we bind together as a country.
Yes,
we
we
say,
do.
Yay, go this person. Yay, go. That
Go.
person.
No, I.
That was the
It
Olympic
was.
thing.
Wow.
Now listen.
It was pretty bad.
Every 4 years, that was.
It is Olympic time.
Here we are. We're going
Winter Olympics.
This year, we're
folks.
going to Pyeongchang. Is that right? Pyeongchang.
We're getting Chinese? Oh, no.
Pyeongchang.
We're going to South Korea.
That's
Sorry.
South Korea, which
Sorry.
of course, the Olympics, the Olympics in and of itself is going to be a complete and total political intrigue.
Right.
Must see TV because everything going on with North and South Korea.
Who's hosting?
And our president, right?
Who's
So
hosting the?
It's in South Korea.
No. Meaning the host. Like, who will I turn on my TV and see?
Hashtag Q Bob Costas sitting in
Yes.
front of the fireplace.
Q Bob
All right?
Costas.
So, every 4 years,
Know
for 2 to
what?
3 weeks, we join together as a country. We unify our names, so we only hear once every 4 years.
And if we butcher these names,
So here we go.
sorry.
To the average American, it's cool, it's fun, it's engaging. But right now, we're going to give you, here's the list of
Here's the folks
United
you wanna
States
watch.
Olympic hopefuls for this year. You ready? Here's some of the names.
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
We got Ashley Wagner. She's in ladies figure skating, and she got silver at the 2016 World Championships. She's the only American skater that is a threat, supposedly. You know how that goes, right? She's the only
They always say
American
that.
threat that could stop a Russian podium sweep. So, Russia got in trouble with all their doping
for
and stuff, right?
cheating.
The point is, Russia is being allowed to participate.
Cheaters.
Supposedly, their women's figure skating team is like ridiculously awesome this year. All right. So Ashley Wagner, she's posing a threat to them.
Yep.
Then we got Nathan Chen
Nathan Chen,
He's-
men's figure skating,
and Adam Rapone.
and Adam.
Adam Rapone has
Yep.
made a name, Kate told me, for himself over the years. Adam is very open about things. Okay. And Adam was born deaf.
Yes.
Adam was born deaf, and he had surgery to correct it. Okay. So there's
That's
Adam
awesome.
Rapone. So watch for them. All right, here we go. We're going to try this. You ready?
We're gonna try
These are
Mia,
These are ice dancing. It's
Yes.
is it Maya and Alex
Maya, and Alex
Shibutani.
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 We're gonna go with Shibutani.
They're brother sister, and they're the American ice dancing team. Okay. Then we got Evan Bates and Madison Chalk.
Couples,
so watch for
yep.
them.
Couples figure
Couples
skating.
figure skating. We
Yep.
got Michaela Schifrin.
Yep. Alpine skiing.
She's younger. Okay, because we've got long in the tooth Lindsey Vaughn, right? So we got
As long as she is healthy.
well, I mean, how many times have we watched Lindsey Vaughn either break
Did
an arm?
she not just get injured?
She broke an arm. She's
Yeah.
broken knees in front of us on TV, broken arms in front of us on TV. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Hold on.
Wait,
Whoa,
wait for
this
it.
is a big
Wait for
moment.
it. Wait
This is a
for
big
it.
moment. This is a big moment. This is a
Big
big
moment.
moment. For the first time in 3-0 to go history,
Yeah.
my father has figured out how to actually watch us live.
Wow.
So there we go. All right.
What's happening?
So Michaela Schifrin and Lindsey Vaughn, look
Yep.
for them. All right. Then here's my favorite, right?
Yeah.
I love the bobsled.
the Jamaican bobsled
Well,
team, right?
maybe the Cool Runnings is what made it popular.
I
But
think
the
so.
point is, I love watching. It's like the freight train event of the Olympics.
It's just fun
right?
to watch.
So from a bobsled perspective, the men's team is decent this year, and the women's team is expected to not only medal but could potentially win gold for the first time ever.
Whoa.
Elena Myers-Taylor
Whoa.
is considered to be the best bobsled driver in the world, and she is an American bobsled driver. They won bronze in 2010. They won silver in 2014.
So, yeah,
so
they've-
the natural progression
They got to get gold.
in 2018 is we're hoping for that gold
Let's
medal.
get some gold.
Then we got Jessie Diggins. She's in cross country skiing, so watch for Jessie. Okay. Now, do you watch? No American will ever win this, and Eddie the Eagle was, of course, popular. But
I don't.
I love also the ski jump,
Okay.
the ski jump, because they do the whole thing where they tuck
Yeah.
and they go and then they get to the end and they go like this.
Yeah, and they have to stand straight
And
out,
they gotta
puffy chest.
The more they put out their arms, it's like they're sugar gliders.
The
And they're
puffy,
like,
the puffy chest.
you're surprised I knew what a sugar glider was.
No,
and they they put the thing back and they go like that. They put the head down and then they go and there's the bigger the V of their feet, and there's so much science to it because it's all surface to air, right?
It's fun to watch.
I love the ski jump. All right, so then we got.
I love curling.
What?
Curling.
Hold on.
All
Curling.
right, are we ready?
All right.
Hut, 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 hut.
So
we love curling. Curling is so much fun.
The U.S. men's curling team is captained by John Shuster. Okay?
Yep.
And you know they call that casually. They call it tossing rocks.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
tossing
not
rocks.
casual. So.
All right, so then we got Maddie Bowman. She's a freestyle skier.
Yep, she's the reigning champ on the half pipe.
Yeah, the half pipe is crazy. I mean,
it's so much fun to watch.
I know, but they go so high.
It's like when I watch NASCAR for the big accident.
They go so high in the air, and Gus Kensworthy is the guy. Our male counterpart, and he's silvered in Sochi, right?
Okay,
Sochi's the last one. But yeah, they go so high in the air, and they do all the flips around and all that.
Right.
And then, of course, with that, of course, brings in the snowboarders, and then, of course, brings the most popular one.
That's the Flying Tomato.
Shaun White.
Yes, the Flying Tomato.
Which Shaun White, of course, has used.
And he cut his hair.
He's used his half-pipedness to make a career in acting. He's been in a lot of stuff. Like, he's been, like, really popular, okay? And then we got Amanda Kessel. She's one of the captain of the women's hockey team. Then we got Patrick Kane in men's hockey.
Yes. Do you know which team Patrick Kane plays for? Oh, come on. In
the NHL?
Yes, he does.
Can I guess and say the Chicago Blackhawks?
That is absolutely correct.
Okay, all right.
Well
that
done.
was a guess.
Well done.
Woo! All right. Point being, the Golden Knights, and
Yeah,
right now, Liz M, friend of the show. If you're
Liz
out there
M.
watching, she's a regular hockey fan. In fact, she always comments because here I'll turn my cup to the monster
Blake Erie
side. There we go, the monster
Monsters.
side. We're not hockey people, but to my
I am
understanding,
when the Olympics come around.
Canada's always good in hockey.
Canada's stacked. Come
Andrew's
on.
watching. Hi, Andrew from North Carolina.
Same thing with Russia, and they'll be stacked with hockey players.
The thing about Canada is they always are the gold medal.
Hopeful.
They're not even a hopeful. They're the favorite every
Right.
year, right?
Well,
and you expect that.
They have
between
so many
Canada and
hockey
Russia,
players,
okay?
right?
But the thing is, I want to point this out.
Yeah, let's.
Men's hockey has an extra incentive this year because their general manager Jim Johansson just passed away.
away this week.
So he was only 53 years old and he died in his sleep. So prayers out to the family for Jim Johansson. But so men's hockey's got a little extra sauce to play for. Okay,
Yeah, let's go USA.
Then we got
Show 'em who's boss.
Aaron Hamlin is our Olympic hopeful in
For the luge. The luge.
and the skeleton.
It's a fun word.
Tell me that what?
They do shots in that too?
Do they do shots in the luge?
Whoa.
This is not fraternity today.
They're making fun of us.
You know, she's talking about a luge. Do you know what that is?
No.
You got it. Are we about to corrupt the audience here?
I don't know. I don't know what one is.
All right, I'll tell this just because because Kate brought it up.
I live a sheltered
The
life.
luge
I
is
don't know what
the
that
luge
is.
is where you carve you buy an ice block. This is at
Okay.
a party, and you carve like the path,
Like
and then
okay.
you carve the bottom, and so you pour a shot up top, and it goes down through the luge course, and you put your face under the funnel.
Oh, all right then.
That's the luge. Okay. The point is,
If the U.S. wins gold, will we do it right out front?
I don't know. Wow, that could be an interesting activity.
Just a thought.
So what? Tell me the difference. Do you know the difference between the luge and the skeleton?
Not a chance.
Are you serious? You don't?
I know.
All right. So luge.
I said they were fun words. It doesn't mean I know what they mean or what they are.
Luge is where they go. Luge is where they go down.
No, shoot, no, don't say
skeleton.
No, not the, we're not bringing up.
welcome here.
We're not
no,
bringing up the Cleveland skeleton.
no,
That was crazy.
Nope.
All right. The point is, the luge is where they go down. They're laying on their back and their foot forward.
Oh,
and they're
okay,
steering
yeah.
with their feet.
Oh,
the skeleton is where they're going down head first.
Nope.
And well, here's the why. That the skeleton was banned for like 40 years. It was done in like the 30s, 40s, 50s, and
I'm
so many
sure
people
somebody
got hurt and died.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that
somebody
they got rid of the
die.
skeleton. What? Who's out
Cat.
there? Oh, okay. See, you guys got me look at the window now.
I know the skeleton. I'm scared. Although we do have muscle, I'm a
we
little
got
bit
muscle.
better.
That's true.
tonight.
We got two. We got double muscle in
I
here
know.
right now. The point is the skeleton was taken out of the Olympics for a long time, and then it came back. So
Right.
our women's team is good at both the luge and the skeleton.
Good.
We're almost wrapping up here for Olympics. We got J.R. Selski. J.R. Selsky.
Short track speed skating.
Apollo Anton Ono, every lady's favorite, has now retired. Okay, the short track is.
I don't know why I'm booing.
You know, the short track is that one. Why are you booing?
I don't know why I'm booing.
Short track is where they go like crazy around a short little loop.
Right.
And you know how they're touching the ice with their hand, and then they kind of go real slow, and their hands are behind their back, and then all of a sudden, the last 2 laps, everything goes nuts, and people like crash all over the place. Okay, so J.R. Selsky,
I know why I was booing, because he was so good at it for so many
you
years.
knew he was going to win.
Right.
It was like, it's okay, Apollo's racing. Okay, here comes a gold medal.
Yep.
All right, and then Jamie Anderson is one of our snowboarding champs. Okay, and the thing is, the U.S. has a competitive advantage in most of those half pipe events because of the X Games.
Oh my goodness!
We
The X Games are wonderful.
And I correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong. By the way, has anybody won that gift card yet?
No. Come on, folks, you're killing me.
All right, I'm gonna give everybody the final hint.
All right.
Go back and look at episode.
I believe it was episode 2.
Go to 330togo.com and look up episode 2.
Episode 2. It's like the first 5 minutes in.
Jason queued in. He can't win. No, the other Jason.
Yeah.
The other Jason won last week. He can't win again. So Jason cannot win for 1 month. All right. So other
guys,
friends of the show, here's your chance. Okay. The point is,
Fly Eagles Fly just joined.
Oh, look at there's
Fly Eagles Fly.
Fly Eagles Fly is now watching the show, and yes, we are all Philadelphia fans.
We are all
for the
Philly.
Next 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Anybody but Brady.
Anybody but Brady.
Hey, and in this case,
we got to give a better hint.
Why better hint? I got to give a better hint. What? What's I don't know. No. I'm not giving any more hints. If they're not going to do their research, they don't get a gift card. This is Acme, baby. We're talking Acme. Okay, I'm not just giving that away.
I don't understand.
Anyway,
what was that?
We're so far off the reservation right now.
She wants the gift card. Oh,
so Brad, friend of show.
Hi, Brad.
Fly Eagles Fly. Anybody but Brady.
Anybody but Brady.
The whole country is rooting for Philly. But here's the nice thing. And I hate the fact that I don't want to wish any ill will on anybody. You know me. You know my heart. Okay? Right. I'm so glad that it's Nick Foles and not Carson Wentz, because if they would have won the Super Bowl and Carson Wentz did it, then that's all we hear about.
No. Stop it.
So let them win.
Calm down. Calm down.
All right.
Where's AC when I need him? Calm down, baby. Calm down.
So snowboarding, we have a significant advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, but did America? Somebody research this for me. Maybe you guys know. Did the United States create snowboarding? Did we do that? Because it seems like we have a significant advantage every year because of the X Games. Okay. All right, here we go. Wrapping up, we got Chloe Kim, and then we got Heather Bergsma.
Yep, Heather Bergsma, speed skating.
She's our only speed skating hopeful. You guys remember, so speed skating, the difference with short track and speed skating is the long.
The audience is talking.
They can wait. The big long course. Okay. Now, for years, remember Shawnee Davis? Yeah. Shawnee Davis dominated, okay?
Yes.
Now, back in the day, you remember that one of the most compelling stories that we all remember, if you're my age, is the story of Dan Jansen.
Yeah, he fell.
Remember, his sister died.
Yes.
His sister died the week of the Olympics, so he was like, I'm going to compete. He was a gold medal contender, and he's rounding the last corner, and he trips and falls and goes into the wall. And then, you know how they remember when they would do the Wide World of Sports.
What?
Remember? No, listen.
I know he's killing.
Remember? No, listen. Wide World of Sports on ABC.
Yes, on Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon.
The wonderful. The wonderful victory and the agony of defeat.
Right.
And they'd show that guy where he'd be jumping the ski jump and he would fall into the barn.
Right.
Okay. That was Dan Jansen. Dan Jansen was the epitome of the Olympics for America, of the agony and defeat for years. So, and again, that goes back to long track speed skating. Right. Woo! There goes the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Tune in, guys. It's over the next couple weeks.
USA.
Go USA.
USA.
Woo! You know, in theory, we should dominate the medals because Russia's in trouble. So
I think our audience has a question.
We have a question from our live studio audience. Go.
Bruce.
What are we supposed to say about
who's Bruce Jenner?
Who's Bruce Jenner?
I don't know who Bruce Jenner is.
I don't know who Bruce Jenner is.
Caitlyn Jenner was the best.
There we go. Caitlyn Jenner. I don't know what's right. All right, so moving on.
Wow.
Act number three. So right now, folks, we're tuning in live. Go ahead and share this now.
Yeah, share,
We're about
folks.
to talk for the first time on this show.
Yes.
A happy topic.
My bread and
because
butter.
right now, these guys are not a happy topic, okay?
It's okay.
These guys are not. We're about to talk. We're about to talk Cleveland Indians baseball. Cleveland Indians baseball.
I had a slight
hold on.
brain crack.
What is Andrew saying?
Andrew said Burton board was developed in Vermont. He has an original
Burton board.
I don't know what that is.
Is that a snowboard?
It may be.
Andrew, seriously.
Andrew, help us out here.
Andrew, if you got a minute, look it up and just find out where is the origination of snowboarding.
Could be.
Because we should have prepped for that one.
Hey,
and I didn't.
one more thing. I want to give this gift card away before we end the show.
No text yet? They're
Nothing.
all wrong.
Crickets. My
Okay.
goodness, folks. Really?
Jason Mitter said only I could win.
Once again, folks,
What are you
text
guys? You're
in.
killing
We
me.
want
How
to give
do you
away the
not know
Acme gift
this?
card.
I'm
taking the gift card.
Where
I'm
does
taking it
Roddy
if-
go to get Christmas trees?
I'm
Okay?
taking it if no one gets it.
Roddy, it's your turn.
It is.
I
Hey,
need-
folks, guess what?
I need to give my voice a rest.
Take a break for a minute.
Because
but please chime in.
I had to talk with Brooke, and that's no
But
easy task.
she dominated that
Yes,
conversation.
okay.
So
So here we go. We're about to talk Cleveland Indians
So
baseball. So Roddy's going to give you a recap of right now the offseason.
it's tribe time, folks. What a year it was. 2017. We came so close to winning the World Series in 2016. Hats off to the Chicago Cubs. Thanks for beating us and crushing my dream. 2017 was supposed to be our year.
It was.
And
The streak.
the 22 games. That was fantastic. That was our World Series.
It was.
Because guess what? We couldn't beat the damn Yankees.
And that Aaron Judge guy. What is he, 6'7", 6'8"?
He's like 7 feet 8 inches tall. He's a mammoth.
If he's not playing right field, we're going to the World Series, potentially winning.
Yes, we were up 2-0 in that series, and then
if he doesn't make
fell
that
asleep.
catch, if he doesn't make that catch with Lindor's home run,
Yep.
okay,
Yep.
Come on, man. All right, you're up. Go.
All right. So yes, the Yankees, they beat us. So 2018, right around the corner. Pitchers and catchers will report on February the 14th. Right around the corner. I cannot wait. I love baseball season. Yes, it's 162 games. It's a long season, but it's fun to watch. So 2018, is this our year? Are we ready? Can we compete?
I want to say yes. I said yes last year, and I said yes the year before.
The Central Division, we should. So I have a question. Why don't we go after big free agents? If we know we have needs as a franchise, we choose to stay out of it a little bit.
It's no.
They shocked the world when they signed Edwin Encarnacion. I fell over when I heard we signed him. But I'm still waiting for him to show up.
And
he got hurt.
No, and
who
else did they get?
They signed who?
Bruce.
No, he came via trade.
That's fine, but
he came via trade, but we couldn't re-sign him for this year. He wanted to go home. He's from New York. He wanted to go play for the Mets.
Look at the money he commanded,
I
though.
know. We could have given it to him.
And then you got to admit that we had a good trade to get.
That guy
Andrew
was
Miller.
fantastic.
We got a good trade to get Andrew Miller.
Oh, yes. I was a little upset when we did trade for Andrew Miller because I'm a huge Clint Frazier fan and a Justice Sheffield fan, but I honestly think we got the better end of the deal.
You better not rag on the owners. I am a apologist for the Indians owners.
No, I'm just curious because we are a small market team. In order for us to compete, we need to sign some big people. In order to compete with the Astros, the Yankees, fill in the blank. We've got to be able to compete, and we have to spend a little bit of money. We've got to loosen up the checkbook a little bit, open up the wallet, spend some money.
How about coaching?
Coaching. Sandy Alomar's still here. He's here for now.
Right.
We've been able to keep him, but he is the hottest coach on the market.
Yeah, but he's not going anywhere this year, so we got him.
I kind of think he is our manager in waiting.
Well, and we got that other guy.
We still have Tito.
So
we love Tito.
He's kind of cool.
But we did lose Mickey Callaway, the pitch whisperer.
Yeah.
That guy did miracles with pitchers, and now he's the manager of the Mets. So my hat's off to him. Thanks for what you've done. Now I hope you lose 100 games in New York.
Wow.
Just saying.
That could be that could be a bigger loss than we
Oh, I think it's going to be a
well. Let's hope it's not
catastrophe.
Well, no.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
We'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to shut up for a while.
All right. And then, so here's a couple of questions I have for our fans here. What do we do with Kipnis? Where does he play? Do we put him at second? Do we throw him in the outfield? Do we trade him? And now here's my favorite part. Who's on first?
I don't know.
Who's on second?
Tomorrow.
Who's playing third?
Yesterday.
Exactly. Anybody know? I don't think the Indians know. I thought who was on first?
Wrong, sir.
What's on second?
Wrong.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We could be here all night.
Bruh.
So obviously we lose Carlos Santana.
Did he just say give me this?
I think he did.
We can't say that live on the
No, we can't say that. So we lose Carlos Santana. Slam Tana's gone. He signs with the Phillies.
Again, commanding a lot of money.
He did, but we'll see how he does.
Oh, wait. Time out.
Stop.
We just had someone join the show. Our first ever live caller
yes,
in the
he's
history
here.
of free throw is now
and I
tuning
know
in
he
again.
is a giant baseball fan.
He's a baseball fan.
He's going to critique everything
right now,
I say.
Ryan, friend of the show, we're talking
Hi, Ryan.
Tribe baseball, so feel free to chime in.
Yeah,
but
Ryan.
don't call.
Do not call.
Don't call.
I'm not answering. We're not answering.
We're not answering right now. Go ahead.
So we lose. We lost Mickey Callaway. Jay Bruce signs with the Mets, so we don't keep him. Santana goes to the Phillies. Brian Shaw, who ate up so many innings in our bullpen, he's gone.
Out of everybody that you're saying, I think he's the biggest loss.
I would agree. He was your innings eater.
He's that middle inning journeyman that just chews up innings.
Yes.
Okay.
And it seems like he dominated for us for so long. He was here for so many years. We lose Joe Smith. So we had Joe Smith. We got him back at the trade deadline, and we lose him again. He signs with the defending champ, Houston Astros. Austin Jackson, we lost him. He just signed with the San Francisco Giants.
I saw that. That was official today.
Action Jackson is gone.
I liked him a lot.
He was a diamond in the rough for the Indians. I couldn't believe the year he's had.
If Zimmerman's fine, we're fine.
Zimmer.
If Zimmerman's
Not Zimmerman.
fine. Yeah, my bad. If Zimmer's
Zimmer.
fine, we're fine.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we lose a quality lefty in Boone Logan who signed with the Milwaukee Brewers. So the bullpen, it seems to me, took a huge hit. But this is the Indians. Next man up. We go out and we sign Yonder Alonso. He's a power-hitting switch hitter, I believe.
I like him.
I think so. I think he's going to fit well here.
Who's he related to by marriage?
I don't know.
Machado.
I know. He's Machado's brother-in-law. You're right. I'll talk about Machado here in a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
So we pick up on minor league deals. We signed Melvin. I think you all know him as B.J. Upton.
When did that even happen?
They signed him earlier here in the winter. They signed him to a free agent minor league deal. He suffered a lot of injuries last year. So I'm thinking.
But that didn't make any noise.
No, because he didn't really have that great of a season. He had 252, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs. He stole 9 bases.
But if he comes back to even half of what he was.
If he is who Austin Jackson was for us this past year, then yeah, that's a fantastic find. He can be a platoon guy. He could be our fourth outfielder. Who knows? And then we sign a pitcher, Alexi Agondo. So he was in Korea last year, went 10-5, 3.93 earned run average, struck out 74 in 110 innings. This guy used to be a dominant pitcher in baseball. He kind of fell off a little bit, had some injuries. He went to Korea. It looks like he may have found himself again. So the Indians are hoping, hey, we're going to give him a shot, an invitation to spring training. We'll see what we do.
Okay.
Do we need more? Can we still contend with what we have right now?
Before I answer that,
sure.
Go over our starting pitching.
Oh, here we go. This is our bread and butter. We've got Cy Kluber. All this guy does is dominate.
Klubot.
Except he ran out of gas a little bit in the postseason.
Yeah, so Tito, if you're listening, which I know
Tito,
you are.
can you put him on a pitch count, please?
I know Tito tunes into the show
Pitch
once
count.
every couple weeks or so.
Pitch count.
So, folks, it's your responsibility. Tweet this out to Tito Francona to put Corey Kluber on a pitch count during the regular season.
He was phenomenal, yes. And then we have Cookie, Carlos Carrasco, who he had so many fantastic starts. That guy just...
He's had injuries the last 2 years.
He has, but his stuff is dynamite. When he's on, he's on. Yeah. And when he's not, he gets shelled and we're in trouble. But
and then there's the next one, Rick Vaughn.
Ricky Vaughn, no. Danny Salazar. We need to figure out what we're doing with him.
He's Rick Vaughn, man.
He is Rick Vaughn. Does he need the glasses and the cutoff jacket and the Wild Thing music then to
honestly
pump himself up?
He needs a personal sports psychologist like the lady from Tin Cup.
Right.
Okay.
True.
It's like he has to have
Woosah. Woosah's
right. Wow, I wasn't ready for that. That's
I wasn't ready for that one either.
He's got a great there's 3 Woosahs.
I know.
He's got a great arm. Got great, as they say, stuff.
He does. He throws in the upper 90s. He's got a 6 split change that it's so tough to hit when he's got it going.
But he panics and he loses it.
Exactly. He struggles. So you wonder, do you throw him in the bullpen? Do you make him a reliever? Who knows? And then you have this dude had phenomenal hair, first off, and then he comes in and every time we needed him to spot start, he did fantastic, and that's Mike Clevenger.
I love having a kid that's good.
Yeah, he came up out of nowhere.
Yep.
I didn't expect him to have a positive year, so he's back. And then we have Old Reliable, Mr. Old Reliable Ford Truck, Josh Tomlin. That guy will give you everything he's got every start.
I call him 56.
Okay.
Because he's good for 5 or 6 innings every single time.
Exactly. He gives you what he's got. So we have a starting rotation.
You're missing one.
Who am I missing?
There's one that's missing.
Who am I missing?
Power outage.
Oh, I forgot about Mr.
Did you
Drone.
Did you see the headline on him today?
No.
Trevor is now in arbitration hearings.
So he's trying to get more money.
Well, they're you know how they got to do that where the contract is like whatever and
right.
sit down and it always ends up working out. I don't even know how it works, but it's just to pay lawyers, I guess.
I did forget about Trevor Bauer. He had some great games. He had some bad games. So
just keep the drones away from him. He's fine.
Exactly. And then obviously we have one of the greatest relievers of all time right now. It's Miller time. Andrew Miller, phenomenal pickup. This guy just throws BBs every time. Can he last? Is his arm going to eventually just fall off?
I would use him 4 times a week.
I concur. Let's do
4
it.
times.
Is he your closer though?
No.
Oh, that's right, because we have Mr. Cody Allen.
Wickman.
He is Jose Mesa, Bob Wickman
Part 2.0.
Mariano Rivera. This guy comes in.
He's got to get the bases loaded with 2 outs,
exactly.
And then he'll end the game.
Exactly. But Cody Allen's a phenomenal reliever. He reminds me a lot of Mariano Rivera. When he is dominant, he's dominant. His knuckle curve is ridiculous. So my question is, do we need to add something?
You're saying right-handed pop.
I am. I would love to see Manny Machado.
I know a guy.
Yonder Alonso. That's your brother-in-law?
His name's Brantley.
Oh, Michael Brantley. I forgot about him.
I mean, everybody forgets about him.
Well, if Doc Smooth needs to stay healthy.
He's had 2 years of not being able to function.
Bradley Zimmer.
Hey. Again, folks, friends of Tribe Baseball, go ahead and tweet this show out. And if Mr. Bradley is looking for a strength and conditioning coach, I know a guy. His name is Ryan Hart. He's at
there you go.
He's at the Pinnacle Sports Complex, and he specializes with baseball players.
Well, I did forget one thing. So we forgot to talk about 2 people from our bullpen last year.
Who's that?
Nick Goody, former Yankee. The Yankees didn't want him. They gave him up. We got him, and that kid played extremely well for us. And then we had a young lefty, Tyler Olson.
Yep.
He didn't give up a single run.
Nope.
He had a perfect earn run average last year. Came out of nowhere. And all he did was get people out. That's what you want in your bullpen.
So you're saying there's still a legitimate chance to get Machado.
There's always a chance. There's always a chance because Baltimore knows they can't keep him. Even if we get him as a rental, I'll take him because he's a fantastic defensive third baseman. He knocks the snot out of the ball. He can play every day. And that means we can put Jose Ramirez at second. You have Yonder Alonso at first. You platoon him with Edwin Encarnacion if he's healthy, which I think he will be. He reminds me a lot of Pedro Serrano.
Can he hit a curveball?
I think he can hit a curveball. I know. Our phone screener. Big D's leaving.
We knew this was going to be a long show, and we're losing our call screener.
We're losing our call screener for the last few minutes, but that's okay.
Kate Forrester's taking it.
And then I have one more name to throw at you. Christian Yelich.
Where I know nothing.
Okay, so played for the Marlins last year. Phenomenal power hitting right-handed bat.
Okay.
Who's our right fielder?
Right fielder?
Lonnie Chisenhall.
Yeah, okay.
Left-handed batter.
Okay.
Why can't we get Christian Yelich, put him in right,
And platoon him?
and platoon him?
Okay, fair enough.
Come on, Cleveland. Make it happen. If you want to contend, you got to spend money to make money.
Well, and then of course you got your farm system, and we do.
They've got Francisco Mejia. He's in.
Is it Mejia?
Mejia, whatever. He's fantastic. Whether they put him at third, whether he catches, this kid's going to go places. You've got Bobby Bradley, an up-and-coming first baseman. I see big things from this kid.
What happened to the big arm guy? The big arm guy we had at third last year.
The big arm guy we had at
the
third.
big, tall, big arm guy.
Giovanni Urshela.
No, not
No,
Urshela.
not big head.
No, the big, really.
Yandy Diaz.
Diaz, that's it.
Yandy
Thank you.
Diaz. We'll see what he does.
Okay.
He might make our team as an infielder. Who knows?
Okay.
Lots of young arms, lots of young talent, and most importantly, we still have Tito.
We still have Tito, and Tito we trust. Folks,
whoa.
What a show.
Kate saying, hold on.
What?
Stand by.
We've got a winner? We have a winner.
Wait, we have a winner?
Hold on, we got a winner.
We have a winner? Nope.
We got a winner?
We have a winner for the man, I don't get to take the gift card home.
We have a winner. We have a winner.
Congratulations to
what's
dot.
We need her address.
We'll need her address.
I'll mail her the card. Okay.
Oh, I know who she is.
Who's our winner? Who's our winner?
I have a feeling I know. Oh, it's Mrs. Roddy's Friday friend. Congratulations,
Kelly King. Kelly King is our winner.
Thank you, Kelly.
Kelly King is our winner.
Well
and
done.
The answer to our trivia question tonight, where does Roddy go to get a Christmas tree?
And it is
Gale House Tree Farms.
Gale House.
Gale House Tree Farms.
Gale House.
Folks, what a show.
Wow. Whoa.
Wow, do we have a lot of content tonight.
That's
that's our first hour and a half long show.
Yes, and I feel like I could keep going. Let's go.
Hey, listen. Next week, let's do a shorty, a real shorty.
You know what? I got a better idea.
Let's take our show on the road.
I want to go live.
We're going to go live.
We're going live,
show
baby.
On the road. All right.
Lock 3 Park next week.
Lock 3. We're going. Hey, folks, we've pubbed it. We talked about it, our Christmas special and our New Year special. Lock 3, downtown Akron. Next Wednesday night, we're going to go right around 6 p.m.
Yep.
Okay?
We're going to go live an hour earlier, folks.
We're encouraging our entire studio audience, anybody in the
330 area
live
code.
audience,
Come on,
330. I want a jam-packed Lock 3 next week.
Let's do it.
You get ice skating. You got the reindeer toboggan run, which is a sled run that goes down a pretty sharp incline, and it's a lot of fun if it's cold. We went when it was warm, and it was not fun.
Come out, say hi.
Poor Wyatt got stuck going like this down the hill. Okay.
Good.
Then they've got indoor lunar putt golf.
Exactly. Come on out, have a good time.
And they've got food right downtown. You get to sample Akron's nightlife afterward. So once again, we're encouraging as many of you as possible to come down live, and we'll do live interviews for about we're going to try and go live for about a half hour.
Are we going to have a live trivia question then?
Well, yeah, I don't think we'll do a trivia question. We don't have the capacity to do it next week. But the point is, we want everybody to join. Hey, there's a friend of show, Mark.
From South Carolina. Hey,
one
Mark.
of the Game Day Originals. He's queuing in from South Carolina. Mark, go back and watch the show. You'll see a bunch of people that you know that talk live.
Yes, sir.
But point being, folks, we encourage you to join us next week at Lock 3, okay? So once again, folks, we've had a lot of fun spending some time with you here tonight, and join us next week live at Lock 3 as we take our show on the road for some winter fun. Our plan is to arrive around 6 p.m., and we're going to be on the air around 6:30. So bring your skates, or the rentals are just $2 if you want to go. We encourage you to join us on the skating rink and the toboggan run. Until then, I don't know where I'm going, but there ain't no sense of being late. Say goodnight, Shirley.
Good night, Shirley.
This podcast is a copyright of Moon Garden Media Limited.
Oh, just a lot of peanut butter.